A massive python coiled around a helpless little gorilla. In the heart of the African wilderness, under the dappled shadow of acacia trees, a cry of pure terror pierced the afternoon tranquility. The sound cut through the air, a sharp tone of panic that spoke in the universal language of fear. The source was a terrifying sight, a gigantic python. Its muscular body, with a gleaming pattern of death, wrapped its powerful coils around the small, struggling silhouette of a young gorilla. The predator's head, with cold, unblinking eyes, swayed menacingly, tightening its grip. The young gorilla's piercing screams electrified the clearing. From the other side of the grassy space, the silverback, patriarch of the family, exploded in fury. With a roar that seemed to shake the very earth, he charged into attack, but his rage was held back by a terrible dilemma. When he reached the scene, he grabbed the snake's head with both hands in a desperate attempt to save his child. But the python's grip remained intact. Just as this deadly stalemate reached its peak, a new element entered the fight. A lone park ranger, Caleb Mitchell, rushed toward the chaos, armed with nothing more than a simple wooden stick. The scene was pure, primal fear, but what the silverback did next was something Caleb could never have prepared for. To understand the weight of this moment, we must go back just 30 minutes earlier. Ranger Caleb Mitchell, a 30-year-old American wildlife conservationist, moved quietly along his daily patrol route. For him, this wasn't just a job, it was a calling. He felt a deep connection to this land and its inhabitants. The savanna, with vast acacia trees and low green grass, was a sanctuary he had sworn to protect. He walked with practiced ease, his senses attuned to the subtle rhythms of wildlife. From a respectful distance, he noticed them, the gorilla family he had been observing for months. He smiled. The scene was a picture of perfect domestic tranquility. The massive silverback, a mountain of muscle and quiet authority, stood watchfully as the females groomed each other and searched for young shoots. And then there was the young gorilla, full of boundless energy and innocent curiosity. He was the heart of the family. Caleb watched as he rolled on the soft grass, clumsily chased a vivid yellow butterfly, and joyfully tugged at his mother's fur. With each passing minute, he ventured slightly further from his family's protective circle. His world was a great playground, free from any signs of danger. The silverback, confident in the peace of his domain, turned his attention away for a moment, moving a few yards away to pluck leaves from a particularly lush branch. This was a brief break in vigilance, a single moment of inattention, but in the wild, one moment is all that's needed. Lurking in the grass, perfectly camouflaged, the predator waited. A gigantic African rock python, patient and silent, saw its opportunity. In a blur of movement, it struck. There was no sound, no warning. In 1 second, the young gorilla was playing. In the next, he was trapped in the snake's deadly grip. The first coil was shock, sudden pressure. The second was crushing weight. The young gorilla let out his first terrified scream, a sound that cut through the air like a knife. Immediately, the peaceful scene collapsed. Birds exploded from the trees in a frantic cloud, their cries echoing the alarm. The peace was broken. That single piercing scream hit the silverback like a physical blow. He froze, his head shot up. His world immediately narrowed to that one sound of a child in danger. He turned and saw it. The grotesque, gleaming coils of the python wrapped around his child. There was no thought, only instinct. A deafening roar of pure rage tore from his chest, a sound of primal fury that echoed for miles. He charged across the clearing, his enormous weight making the ground tremble. He struck the earth with powerful fists, a terrifying display of dominance and raw power meant to intimidate any enemy. But when he reached the life and death struggle, a new conflicting emotion flickered in his intelligent eyes: fear. The python's coils were wrapped with deadly precision around the young gorilla's fragile chest and abdomen. He couldn't simply tear the snake away. A wrong move, an improper blow with his incredible strength could crush his own child. This heart-wrenching dilemma paralyzed him for a fraction of a second, a moment of agonizing indecision. The python, sensing the massive threat descending upon it, reacted defensively. It attacked, its head striking toward the silverback with exposed fangs. The silverback, with agility that defied his size, avoided the blow, but the stalemate remained. It was at this exact moment that Caleb Mitchell burst through the tree line. He ran toward the sound of roars, but what he saw made him stop dead in his tracks. He was completely stunned. He saw the silverback, a creature he knew was capable of unimaginable destruction, hesitating. Then the great ape did something that defied all of Caleb's expectations. Gathering a new strategy, The silverback lunged forward and grabbed the python's head with both hands, pulling with all his might, trying to wrench the predator's jaws from his child. The scene was now a desperate, violent tug-of-war, the silverback's raw strength against the python's suffocating squeeze. Caleb's eyes moved to the young gorilla. His eyes were wide with terror, his small chest barely moving. He was running out of air. Caleb knew with sickening certainty that time was running out. Caleb's mind was a whirlwind. Every ounce of his training, every protocol drilled into him, screamed at him to stay back, never interfere, never approach a stressed, enraged silverback. It was a death sentence. But then his gaze met the young gorilla's eyes, seeing life fading in them, and the rules evaporated. His choice was no longer a choice. It was necessity. He didn't charge wildly. His movements were born from adrenaline, but guided by clear purpose. He grabbed his simple wooden stick, not as a club for beating, but as a lever, a tool. He lunged forward, his heart fighting against his ribs, and brought the stick down hard on the python's thick body. It wasn't a deadly blow, but a sharp, shocking strike designed to do one thing: make the snake flinch. For tense, critical seconds it worked. The python's powerful muscles contracted, and one coil loosened almost imperceptibly. In that moment, the silverback, still struggling with the snake's head, turned his gaze to Caleb. Caleb prepared for a charge, for the inevitable attack, but it never came. There was no aggression in that gaze, no threat. There was only a flash of something that looked shockingly like recognition. A quiet, disturbing understanding passed between man and ape. It was a truly terrifying moment, not one of violence, but one of deep, stunning intelligence. The silverback recognized that Caleb was not another threat, but an ally. Emboldened by this silent truce, Caleb scrambled to the other end of the snake. He pressed the end of his stick under the thick coils near the tail and began to pry. It was exhausting work. He put his entire body weight into it, using leverage to tediously unwind the muscular bands one by one. Above him, the silverback held the snake's head steady, absorbing its thrashing, preventing it from striking at the man or child. In the heart of the savannah, an impossible team had formed. Man and gorilla working together, united by one desperate goal: to save the young gorilla. Every second seemed like an hour. The child's shallow breaths were a constant, terrifying reminder that the clock was ticking. With one last exhausting effort, Caleb pried off the last coil. The pressure disappeared. The python, defeated and exhausted, gave up its grip. It unwound from the young gorilla's body and with a final hiss slithered to safety in the deep undergrowth. The forest fell into sudden, deep silence. The silverback immediately released the snake's head, and with a gentleness that seemed impossible for such a powerful creature, took the limp form of the young gorilla. Caleb stood frozen a few feet away, his chest rising, his adrenaline slowly draining, replaced by a wave of intense anticipation. The silverback cradled his child, gently rocking him, nudging his face and chest, checking for signs of life. For a terrifyingly long moment that stretched into eternity, nothing happened. Then a cough, a small weak spasm followed by a sharp, desperate intake of breath. The young gorilla was breathing. He moved weakly, snuggling against his father's massive chest. Relief, powerful and overwhelming, flooded the clearing. The rescue was complete, but the encounter wasn't over yet. The silverback, ensuring his child was safe, turned his full attention to Caleb. He slowly rose to his full, intimidating height, a majestic and terrifying sight. He took one purposeful step forward, then another. Caleb held his position, his heart beating for a completely different reason. He didn't move. The colossal ape stopped just feet from him and looked directly into his eyes. There was no fury in his gaze, no threat. There was only deep, quiet intensity. He held Caleb's gaze for 3 long seconds, an eternity of silent communication. Then he made a soft, low rumble, a sound that wasn't a challenge, but something entirely different. A sound of recognition, a sound that could even be gratitude. With that final silent message delivered, the silverback turned, gathered his family, and retreated with his precious child back into the peaceful green of the forest. This extraordinary story became one of the most documented rescue operations in the history of African national parks. Caleb Mitchell, a 30-year-old American biologist and conservationist working for the Wildlife Conservation Society in Gabon, became an international celebrity after his story spread through social media and nature publications worldwide. Dr. Diane Patterson, from the Jane Goodall Institute, who had studied gorilla behavior for decades, commented on this case. What Caleb describes is an extraordinary example of interspecies cooperation in a crisis situation. The silverback's ability to recognize that the human was not a threat, but a potential ally, and his willingness to cooperate in saving his own offspring shows a level of cognitive intelligence rarely observed in wild primates. The young gorilla, whom Caleb and local researchers named Kessie, meaning born in difficulty in the local Fang language, was monitored by a team of primatologists for the next 6 years. Despite the traumatic experience with the python, he developed into a healthy, strong male. Fascinatingly, Kessie showed throughout his life unusual tolerance toward humans, often allowing researchers to approach at distances that other gorillas would never accept. The silverback, whom researchers identified as Boma, was already a known alpha male of a troop numbering 12 individuals. Dr. Michel Fernandez from the Centre International de Recherche Médicale in Libreville, who had studied this group for over a decade, noted, "Boma had always shown exceptional intelligence, but his behavior during this incident exceeded all our previous observations. His ability for tactical thinking and cooperation with a human in a high-stress situation is unprecedented in primatological literature." This story attracted global media attention, leading to the production of award-winning documentaries by National Geographic and BBC. The film Alliance in the Wild, When Human Met Gorilla, won an Emmy Award for Best Nature Documentary in 2021 and is currently used in educational programs at universities worldwide. Caleb used his newfound fame to promote wildlife conservation in Central Africa. He founded the non-profit organization Interspecies Alliance Foundation, which finances research programs focusing on human-animal interactions and develops protocols for emergency wildlife rescue situations. The local Baka community, indigenous inhabitants of Gabon's forests, incorporated this story into their oral traditions. Elder Ngozi Mboma commented, "Our ancestors always said that forest spirits can recognize good hearts. Caleb showed a pure heart, and the forest spirits in the gorilla recognized this. This is why cooperation was possible." Luango National Park, where this event took place, created a special Caleb Boma Conservation Trail, an educational path leading to the site of the heroic rescue. Information boards along the trail describe gorilla behavior, python ecology, and the importance of human-wildlife coexistence. In 2020, Caleb received the Goldman Environmental Prize, the highest international award for environmental activists, for his work in primate conservation and community engagement in Central Africa. During the ceremony in San Francisco, he said, "That day taught me that boundaries between species are often artificial constructs. In moments of crisis, compassion and common purpose can unite us all." The International Primatological Society established the Mitchell-Boma Research Grant in 2021 for young scientists studying cooperative behaviors between humans and great apes. The grant receives annual funding of $500,000 from private donors moved by the story. The Gabon Ministry of Environment used this story in its national education campaigns, emphasizing the importance of forest conservation and respectful coexistence with wildlife. The Living Together program is currently taught in elementary schools throughout the country. The University of Cambridge created a special research position, Caleb Mitchell Chair in Human Primate Studies, in 2022, dedicated to studying complex interactions between humans and great apes. The position was filled by Dr. Catherine Witten, a leading expert in the field of comparative cognition. Boma lived another 5 years after this event, dying a natural death at an estimated age of 35. His body was found by a research team patrol just 200 meters from the place where the famous rescue took place, as if he had returned to the site of his greatest triumph. The local Baka community organized a special ceremony, honoring him as the great father who showed the way of cooperation. Kessie grew into an impressive silverback and currently leads his own group consisting of 9 individuals. He is the father of 5 young gorillas and remains one of the most studied primates in Central Africa. Remarkably, his offspring also show enhanced tolerance for human researchers, suggesting that behavioral traits can be passed down through cultural learning. Caleb currently serves as Director of Field Operations for the Wildlife Conservation Society in Gabon and continues his groundbreaking work in human-wildlife interaction research. His memoir, When Worlds Collide, A Ranger's Journey into the Heart of the Wild, published in 2023, became a New York Times bestseller and is currently being adapted into a major motion picture by Disney Nature. The python species involved in this incident, the African rock python, Python cebi, became the subject of intensive research by herpetologists interested in understanding predator-prey dynamics in gorilla habitats. Dr. John Luiselli from Niger Delta University published a comprehensive study in 2022, using this incident as a case study for python behavior modification in the presence of multiple threats. This story remains a powerful testament to the universal nature of parental love and shows that in times of crisis, traditional boundaries between species can dissolve in the face of shared purpose. The lesson from that day was etched forever in Caleb's mind. The bond between parent and child is one of the most powerful universal forces in nature, and true courage isn't the absence of fear, it's acting in spite of it. In 2024, the Gabonese government declared the site of the rescue a protected cultural landmark, ensuring that future generations will be able to learn about this remarkable event. A special monument was erected, featuring a bronze sculpture of a man and gorilla working together, with an inscription in 3 languages. Here fear gave way to trust, and species boundaries dissolved in the face of love.